Hi guys, like I always say, Namaskara everyone. Andariki Namaskaram, Ellargu Swagatam, and a very warm welcome to my own channel, that is Navamita Ma'am Chemistry. Yes, it has been a very long time that I have been teaching you chemistry, and finally, this is my own channel. This is absolutely permanent, not going anywhere. Nowhere else I'm teaching. I'm only teaching here. So if you have been following my classes, then this is the place where you should be. So don't forget to share this with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and don't forget to like this video. Also, why should you like this video? Because this is the most demanded video by all the students, right? Everybody told me that, ma'am, please tell us marks versus percentile. So I could not bring you marks versus percentile because I really could not find enough data. And I have seen a lot of YouTube videos, yes, definitely, but I don't know what is the sanity behind it. So that is why I could not bring you. But in today's video, I am going to give you a proper strategy how we are going to clear our syllabus, complete our syllabus, and make sure that we go through enough number of mocks, so that if there are students who have achieved 50 percentile, 67 percentile, 69 percentile, 68 percentile, 65 percentile, because that is the comments that I have been seeing in my channel for a very long time. In fact, to be very honest, I will show you the comments as well. Now we want to reach 99 percentile. Why do we want to reach 99 percentile? Because if we reach 99 percentile, then there is a possibility that our JEE advanced will be better. Then there is a possibility that we might end up in a very good NIT, at least through home quota. Yes, or even other state quota as well. If we get 99 percentile, it will be very good, because we will be able to get into the tier 1 NITs, that is NIT Warangal, Surathkal, Trichy, Rourkela, all of these NITs that you know of. There are plenty of NITs. There are around 32 NITs in our country, right? So that is basically what is today's session going to be. And if you stay till the end of the session, then I am going to give you how to study chemistry in just 12 days. So please stay till the end, and let's start now. 25th March is probably your examination ending. This is, I'm talking about board examination, isn't it? I'm talking about board examination. In case of board examination, those students who have taken computer science or IP, राम बचाए बच्चे क्या करोगे है ना? What can you do? Only God can save you. 25th March is your computer science, and after that JEE main second attempt starts from April first week. So you basically have 5 days. In the 5 days you cannot study. So you need to study. You need to start from right now, because I believe that your mathematics exam is happening sometime in the March. So, and that is possibly the first week of March. I think it is around 9th of March or 8th of March, if I'm not wrong. 8th of March, yes. 8th of March is when your major all the subjects, they are over, right? After that you also have English, and some students who have opted for bio, then yes, bio exam is also there. But for engineering students, your major subjects are getting over on 8th of March, right? Now from 8th of March you will have to start your preparation. In fact, right now also you have to prepare, yes. From 8th of March it is going to be full-fledged just JEE preparation, nothing else. Alright, but right now till 8th of March you will have to do both board examination as well as your JEE mains examination. So please understand that if you are ready to study for 10 to 16 hours, then this video is for you. If you're not ready, if you think that no ma'am, 10 to 16 hours is not something that I can do, no ma'am, 10 to 16 hours I cannot study, well, then JEE mains second attempt, I think you can forget about it. You probably can do it. Take a drop, sit for 2026. Yes, that is what you should be doing. All right. All right. Okay. Now, let's move ahead and let me give you a 10 to 12 hour study plan. If you can study more than this, then this is on you. You need to find out how you are going to give it to you, how you are going to give your best shot for this JEE second attempt. I am going to give you a 10 to 12 hour study plan properly. What time you getting up in the morning, how, and how your day should go about. Because now let's face it, you don't have school, so don't give me this excuse that ma'am, we have school also, ma'am, we have to do this also, you have to do this also. No, you have only one job, that is studying right now and clearing your JEE. Okay, now this 10 to 12 hour study plan that I'm going to give you, this is for droppers as well as 12 students. 12 students, yes, you currently have your board examination, plus you have to prepare for JEE mains as well. Now, do you realize why people tell you that JEE mains January attempt should be your last attempt and not April attempt? Do you understand? That is why you should not be wasting time. Look at this now. You have to appear for board examination. You have to appear for JEE Mains also. How can you study for two things? It's difficult. It is difficult. Let's face it, right? Now, out of the 10 to 12 hour study plan that I'm going to give you, out of this, the 12 students, you will have to find 3 to 4 hours. You will have to find 3 to 4 hours dedicated just for board examination. The rest of the time you will have to give it to JEE Mains. Understood this much? Yes or no? I hope you have. Okay. Now let me give you morning to evening what should be your ideal plan of action for this 10 to 12 hours study that you are going to do. Morning, I think you can find 3.5 to 4 hours to study. Everybody get up at around 6:30 or 7 a.m. It's okay even if you get up at 7 a.m. I myself, I get up at 7 a.m. and I think my day goes by pretty well. And I have like, two, three jobs that I have to go to. I don't have a full-time job anymore. So two, three jobs that I have to go to. I have to run this channel. I have to prepare the own content. That is, prepare the slides. Then I have to make the stream keys and everything, the thumbnails, everything. I do it all by myself. So if I can do this, you can do it too. You have to study. Just sit at one place and study minutely, study with full focus. I have to go here, there, do all of these things. And if I can manage by waking up at 7 a.m., you can too, letting you know this, right? So, I mean, see, these are all very, very, this is all very easily understood, everybody. I don't have to explain anything. You wake up, you freshen up. 7 a.m. to 9:30, you should start with concept revision because this is the time when you are absolutely fresh. So, whatever you cannot understand, let's face it, there are some topics that you cannot understand. Like in chemistry, I can tell you preferential discharge theory. In electrolysis or product of electrolysis, we do not understand this very easily, right? So, if that is the case, go for concept revision at that point of time. In physics, I'm pretty sure there will be some tough topics that you cannot understand. In mathematics, I'm pretty sure maths is the toughest subject that we all know of. So whatever you find the toughest, this is the time when you should try and tackle it. Okay. Then from 9:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., take a breakfast. Take a break. Okay. Always understand that you have to make small goals. Don't make that today I will finish complete mathematics. You will never be able to do anything. Okay. Make small goals, achieve them. That will boost your confidence. You will be happier. You will be able to understand. You will be able to pat on your shoulder. You will be able to be a much successful person if you have small goals. Truly, in fact, I kid you not, I use a planner where I even put up, the very basic, the most basic things like when to take your medicine. I also put up that everything that I want to do. Yeah, I used to not go and exercise, now I put that up also every single day. I don't know, can you see it? I don't want to see it. I don't want to show you everything, but can you see it that I have written here? 1 second, sorry. I can show it to you. Look at this. 5K steps. I have written here 5K steps, which I haven't been able to finish it yet, but I will be doing that. I will be doing that perfectly well. I am definitely going to do this. I haven't been able to find time, but I'm going to do that. So you understand? Because it keeps popping up. It keeps telling you that, hey, 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 you haven't done this. Hey, 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 this is a task that you haven't followed. So do that in as much detailed manner you can write about your day. That will give you the benefit. I swear to God, I promise. Try it. Try it for 5 days. If you do not find any improvement, you come back and you can scold me. I give you that much freedom. Anyway. All right. So you do your breakfast and relax a little bit. From 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. you are going to do your PYQs. And if JEE Advanced is your ambition, then go for some advanced problem solving as well. But only pick up one subject, not all the three subjects. Got it? Okay. Moving ahead, let's go to the afternoon session. Afternoon, you will have to find 4 to 4.5 hours. 11:30 a.m. to 12:30 a.m. you can take a mock test. Alternate days you take mock test. Yes. All right. Now 12:30 a.m. to 1:30 a.m. 1:30 p.m. review for your mistakes from the mock test. So every mock test that you take, after that you will sit with the mock test. You will find what are the errors that you have made. Where did you go wrong? What are your weak areas? Focus on that more. What are your strong areas? Practice a little less questions in the strong concepts so that you can also get your weak areas as the strong concepts. concept. But you also have to revise. You have to make sure that you are revising your strong concept every day, in and out, because you don't want to have your strong areas as weak areas later on. You should not be forgetting those concepts, right? Okay. Now let us go to 1:30 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Please have your lunch, take a small power nap of 30 minutes. 30 minutes. 30 minutes should be maximum, not more than that. If you sleep more than this, then that is not a nap. That's a full-fledged sleep that you are going for, okay? 2:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. you're going for targeted revision, weak topics, take that up, formula recap. You understand that even in your CBSE examination, how many questions were there that was related to your physical formula? Everybody, physical chemistry formula. You know, there was a question that was related to, they had given KF value, they have given delta TF value, and they have asked for what is the delta P. And now students were confused that why KF is given, why delta TF is given, how can they ask about delta P? But that is very easy, right? So formula revision is a must. And when you are going for formula revision, just don't go through the formula. Make sure that you are also solving some problems related to that formula so that you can remember it. Moving ahead, everybody. Evening, what you must do is evening every day, take out 3 to 3.5 hours. Please try and not sit in really huge YouTube sessions, because that's not going to help you. Not going to help you. By now you should be able to know all the subjects, all the topics, all the concepts. By now your major concern should be, am I able to solve the problems? Because in JEE Mains you are only allowed to solve problems, nothing else. Yes. So evening, take out 3 to 3.5 hours, 4:30 to 5 p.m. You can take a light break or light exercise. You can go for 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. You take some time to practice where you do mixed subject part mock test you do. Okay, part mock test. Don't do full-fledged mock test. Part mock test you can take up. 7 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. Have your dinner, relax a little bit. 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. go for error analysis. Okay, take a look at your notes revision, flashcards, NCERT quick read, and etc. And then you may want to just wind up a little bit, go through the whole day, half an hour before you sleep, revise everything, and you are done. Okay. Now, I'm not going to take much time from you, but let me tell you chemistry, how to study in the less time. So I'm going to tell you this as well. Okay. Let's take a look at it. Now, in chemistry, we are going to divide it in physical chemistry, inorganic, and organic. I mean, obviously, these are the only three divisions that is allowed to us, right? And because I teach you chemistry, so I'm obviously going to tell you more about chemistry. Of course, I will give you some days here and there. I might give you some physical, some physics related strategy or mathematics related strategy, but of course I cannot teach you that. And if I say that I can teach you, that will be absolutely cheating. I can only teach you chemistry, nothing else. Okay. Now in chemistry, what are we going to do is we're going to start from the basic. Of course, when we are studying this time, it will not be from the very basic, that what is a mole concept, what are the laws. No, we're not going to do that. Yes, but the chapters where we start from, that will be basic. So we're going to start with mole concept per solution. Why? Because both mole concept and solutions, they're very interrelated. You know, the concentration terms, both of them are repeated in these chapters. I mean, the concentration terms are repeated in both these chapters, and from here you will be able to get 8 marks. Okay. All right. Now let's go to structure of atom and chemical bonding. Here also you will be getting 8 marks. Electrochemistry plus redox, 4 marks will come. So this will also be 8 marks. Again, these two chapters are very interrelated. Thermodynamics plus chemical kinetics will be again 8 marks. Chemical plus ionic equilibrium, either 4 marks or no questions at all. So basically we will take here 5 days to complete our physical chemistry. All right. 5 days for physical chemistry we are taking. Inorganic obviously is the lesser amount. Inorganic we will take 2 days. 1 day we will do periodic properties plus P block, wherein we will be getting 8 marks here. DNF block plus coordination is going to fetch us 12 to 16 marks, because let's face it, either there will be 2 questions from coordination and 1 question from DNF block, or combination में there will be 3 questions. तो 3 questions मतलब है आपको 12 marks यहाँ पे मिल जाएंगे. ठीक है. Moving ahead, now let's go into organic chemistry, and we understand that organic chemistry chapters are very long. Because they are long, that is why I am going to tell you that please take 5 days to finish your organic chemistry. But if you are good at it, Majority of the students, they're very scared of organic chemistry. I was also one of them. So for me, it used to take more time to, prepare for organic chemistry. Physical chemistry and inorganic chemistry, I'm quite strong at. This is why I teach you that also. But of course, right now, because it is my channel, I'm going to teach you organic chemistry as well. All right. So now, organic chemistry is the toughest spot for many students. That is why I'll tell you that you can finish GOC plus hydrocarbon. Why? Why? I understand that these two chapters are very, very long. However, because they are from your 11th standard, you ideally know a majority of the concepts and the topics from these two chapters, and this fetches you 16 to 20 marks, which is a huge lot of marks. If you want to miss out, it will be totally worthless. Don't miss out on these two chapters. You can miss out on these four chapters, that does not matter, but don't miss out on GOC plus hydrocarbon. Okay, now let's talk about haloalkanes and haloarenes. Here also you don't even have to go to the second part of the chapter. Majority of the questions will be from SN1, SN2, E1, E2, E1, CB. All of these reactions will be there. So 4 marks you will get from here. Aldehydes and ketones will bring you another 4 marks. Alcohol, phenols and ethers will be another 4 marks. Amides plus biomolecules will be 8 marks. Now we know once again that maybe there will be slight bit of changes here, but let me tell you that JEE Mains is known to change its pattern here and there, and this year also it was again a shocker. Last year was an absolutely shocker when at 236 you are getting 99 percentile, because that's not supposed to happen. But this year we have seen that JEE is getting back to its core area, where at 150 or 180 also you are able to get 99 percentile, and that suits us because that is something that is the sweeter spot. If you get a tougher spot also at a minimal amount of marks, you will be able to get 99 percentile. That suits our pursuit of rank, because hey, we want to get into our NITs or the IITs, isn't it? So that is exactly something that you should be doing. All right. Now more about physics and mathematics I'll be able to give you later. From tomorrow or day after, we will be starting with our chemistry, so that in the next 12 days we are able to finish our chemistry. Oh, by the way, I will not be doing sessions every single day. I will be taking one day gap. Why? Because remember, in the planning I have told you that one day for mock test, alternate days for mock test. So I want you to keep taking part mock tests and make sure that you are climbing up the ladder for your marks. Okay? All right, everybody. With this note, everyone, let me show you that why have I done this particular video, because students have come back and told me that ma'am, I scored 60 percentile in January. Can I get 99 percentile? So this is the plan. If you follow, you might be able to get 99 percentile. Here is again another student who told me that ma'am, I got 43 percentile. Can I get 99 percentile? Important subtopics. I have told you all of these, and I will be making more videos. So please stay tuned to this channel. Now that your board examination is over, don't think that you can let go of this channel. You cannot. All right, now I'm going to do JEE, and just after your board examination, that is after 25th March or sometime, I will also start with your NEET examination. So make sure that you follow this channel, make sure that you subscribe to this channel, make sure that you share this video with your friends, those who do not know that Navamita ma'am is teaching here, and make sure that you like this video, because I'm pretty sure that this video must have helped you. All right, try and follow this. If you still don't find any improvement, come back and let me know that ma'am, this is not helping me. What else can I do? I will let you know about another strategy. Yes. All right. So with this note, Tara, bye bye. Lots of love. Thank you so much. All the very best. Let's clear our JEE Mains second attempt with 99 percentile. I have been teaching many students, and majority of my students, have cleared for JEE Advanced, and that's a very, very, very huge moment of proud feeling for me, everybody. So follow it. You will see your improvement, because I know I can teach you chemistry. All right. Tara, bye bye. I'll see you later. Bye.